Hello, for my resource I chose to examine Learning for Justice. Learning for Justice was founded by the Southern Poverty Law Center under the name Teaching Tolerance in 1991, and Learning for Justice was originally created to prevent the growth of hate by reducing prejudice. In the last 30 years, it's evolved to center justice and the actions that students and educators can take to realize change. I chose this resource because it covers a variety of topics and it offers helpful information on how to handle these topics and create a safe and healthy learning environment for all. Some of the topics covered in Learning for Justice are race and ethnicity, religion, ability, class, immigration, gender and sexual identity, bullying and bias, and rights and activism. Some of the goals of Learning for Justice are to uphold the mission of the Southern Poverty Law Center, which is to be a catalyst for racial justice in the South and beyond, work in partnership with communities to dismantle white supremacy, strengthen intersectional movements, and advance the human rights of all people. Learning for Justice provides free resources to educators, teachers, administrators, counselors, and other practitioners who work with children from kindergarten through high school. Educators use these materials to supplement their curriculum, to inform their practices, and to create inclusive school communities where children and youth are respected, valued, and welcome participants. How the technology is used to support teachings of social justice and anti-racism. This program began by publishing a magazine and producing films chronicling the modern civil rights movement. Today, their community includes more than 500,000 educators who read their magazine, screen films, visit their site, listen to their podcasts, and attend their training webinars. And they use their frameworks or participate in the social media community in order to push for a more just school environment for all. Some of the highlights that I realized while doing some research on this resource is that they have a lot of useful resources for the classroom, as well as room for professional development. Some of the classroom resources that they had were lessons and lesson plans. Under this section, it provides lessons that cover essential social justice topics and reinforce critical social emotional learning skills. Under student tasks, it provides tasks that allow students to demonstrate their argumentative, explanatory, and narrative writing skills by responding to customizable prompts. I think this is really important because it really shows kids that they have a voice, and if they don't believe something is right, they can use that voice to speak up and defend either themselves or others against this injustice. Another example they gave was tasks through Do Something that empower students to take action in their school and community. And then under the teaching strategies category, it allows the teachers the ability to build literacy and social emotional skills while exploring meaningful texts. And unlike conventional or scripted lesson plans, these strategies allow you to select and combine vocab, reading, speaking, and listening activities, and you can customize a pathway that supports the instructor's goals. Under the professional development category of highlights, I found that they had workshops and opportunity for training. Under this, Learning for Justice offers professional development workshops for current K-12 classroom teachers, administrators, counselors, and anyone who's looking to coach. And you can access all of their workshops with expert trainers in two ways. You can either sign up or schedule for open enrollment, or you can request training. Along with training, they provide webinars, that offer helpful guidance and great ideas for experienced teaching and learning specialists, and from innovative educators in the Learning for Justice community. Webinars are free and accessible at any time, can be watched on your own time, and you can share these with colleagues to provide them inspiration for how to improve and better their classroom or school environment. The website also provides facilitator guides, which allow you to help other educators bring anti-bias practices into their classrooms. It includes protocols, worksheets, presenter slides. It provides everything you might need to train your colleagues. One of the very useful things I found on this site is that along with providing these guides on this site, they are downloadable and the slides are available for download as well. So if you wanted to share these with counselors, administrators, any of your colleagues, you could easily download and share. One pitfall that I noticed with this resource, it might have been a fault on my end, but when attempting to open the webinar examples, I noticed that it kept redirecting me to the webinar's main page and not allowing me to open any of their videos. I'm not sure if this is because there were no videos available at the time or my computer just didn't want to open the page, but there were no actual videos for me to watch to really look at the webinar examples, but I still thought it was a really cool idea to incorporate this video training that you could look at and review at any time. Overall, I think this is a very useful resource with a variety of topics to cover, along with articles and tips related to that topic. And having various articles covering various topics is great because, it helps to assist educators with creating a healthy school environment, regardless of what that topic might be, whether it be ability, race, religion, sexuality, whatever it be. I found a lot of useful articles that have a bit of explaining for all of these. Lastly, some of the questions I have for you after watching this is, what other topics would you have liked to see covered in Learning for Justice? What are some benefits of discussing some of the topics mentioned in a school environment? And what do you think is the importance of teaching tolerance in a learning environment? Well, last thing I have here are my sources, and thank you for watching.